with the adsorption topic of the chapter Surface Chemistry. In this lecture we will discuss about the types of adsorption. So how will we differentiate between different types of adsorption? We will start with this. So depending upon, so here we are starting with the types of adsorption. So adsorption is divided into two types. One is the physical adsorption, while the second is chemical adsorption. So first I will tell you that how we differentiate the adsorption into two types. One is physical and other is chemical. So what is the basis of this classification? So basis is, it is based upon the nature of the forces that holds the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent. So we know that in case of adsorption, the molecules of the adsorbate are held over the surface of adsorbent. So depending upon the nature of the force which is responsible for holding the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent, we differentiate into two types. So one is the physical and other is the chemical. So let's move further in the physical adsorption, and further we will discuss about the chemical adsorption, and finally we will write the difference between the two. So here is, first is physical adsorption. So what is physical adsorption? So if we have adsorbent, this is adsorbent, and here the molecules of adsorbate are held over its surface. If this force of attraction which is holding these molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent, this force is weak van der Waals force. If this force that holds the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent is a weak van der Waals force, then this type of adsorption is called as physical adsorption. Further is, we know that there is very weak force of attraction, so we say the physical adsorption is reversible in nature. Why it is reversible? If we increase the temperature, with increase in temperature, we increase temperature, we know temperature is directly proportional to kinetic energy. It will increase the kinetic energy of the adsorbate molecules. We can say kinetic energy of adsorbate molecules, it will start increasing. So when they will overcome these weak van der Waals forces, then they will start removing from the surface. So we can say desorption will start. So as we go on increasing temperature, all the adsorbate molecule, they will move away from the surface of adsorbent. So we can say the reverse of adsorption will occur. So that is why we say the physical adsorption is reversible in nature. Then further is third point. this is non-specific in nature. Non-specific in nature. So as there is not any particular type of reaction between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecules, and hence we say the physical adsorption is non-specific in nature. We can make it more clear by saying that every type of the adsorbate can be adsorbed physically over different types of the adsorbents. What extent of adsorption may vary. The same adsorbate can be adsorbed to greater extent on one adsorbent, while to a lesser extent on another adsorbent. But adsorption will occur if it is physical over the surface of all adsorbents. So hence we can say the physical adsorption is non-specific in nature. So with this we have covered the 3 points of physical adsorption, and further the fourth point is that over the surface of adsorbent, the molecules of adsorbate always get attached due to the unbalanced forces. There are unbalanced forces which are responsible for holding these molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent. So due to the weak nature of van der Waals forces, very small amount of energy, small amount of heat energy is released. So we say the enthalpy of adsorption in case of physical adsorption comes out very small. Why it comes out very small? Because we know the amount of heat released during the adsorption is directly proportional to the magnitude of the intermolecular forces which are responsible for holding the molecules of adsorbate over adsorbent. So here is lesser, or we can say weaker the forces, that is weak van der Waals forces are there, hence there is lesser amount of energy is released in the form of heat. So we say enthalpy of adsorption, we can write like this: enthalpy of adsorption in case of physical adsorption, it is very low, its value is too small. Then further the next point is, fifth point, the physical adsorption is always multi-layer in nature. It is multi-layer in nature. That is, as the molecules of adsorbate are held over the surface of adsorbent because of these unbalanced forces. So the molecules of the adsorbate, they can get adsorbed over the surface of adsorbent not only in one layer but by more than one layer also. So we can draw number of layers of the adsorbate molecules over the surface of adsorbent, because there is not any particular type of reaction between the adsorbate and adsorbent in case of physical adsorption. So that's why the unbalanced forces can hold the molecule of adsorbate in different number of layers. There will be different number of layers. It will depend upon the value of the unbalanced forces. Stronger the unbalanced forces, more will be the layers of the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent. So the next is, we are talking about the next characteristic of the physical adsorption is that when the adsorbate molecules are attached over the surface of adsorbent, because there is not any particular type of reaction between the two, so the nature of, we can say, nature of adsorbate remains same. It remains same. After adsorption, we can say there is no change in the nature of adsorbent molecule after adsorption, they are same, they are present in the same state as they were present before the adsorption. So after physical adsorption, we can say there is not any change in the nature of the adsorbent molecule. So this is the sixth characteristic of the physical adsorption. Then the seventh characteristic is there. As there is not any chemical reaction between adsorbate and adsorbent, so if we increase temperature, the extent of physical adsorption decreases. It decreases. This we have already discussed in the second point also in its reversible nature, that as we go on increasing temperature, the kinetic energy of the molecules of adsorbate increases and they start leaving the surface of adsorbent. So we can say the rate of physical adsorption decreases with increase in temperature. If we are performing physical adsorption at high temperature, lesser number of the molecules of the adsorbate, they will get attached over the surface of adsorbent. Then next is eighth point. The eighth characteristic of physical adsorption is that there is no need of activation energy. We must know about the activation energy. Activation energy is only needed if the interaction between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecule is of chemical reaction type. But there is not any chemical reaction between adsorbate and adsorbent, so there is no need of activation energy. So we know in all the chemical reaction occurring around us, there is some energy that must be supplied to the reactant, only then they collide with one another to change into the products. So there is a need of energy, activation energy in case of a chemical reaction, but here in case of the physical adsorption, the interaction between the adsorbate and adsorbent is just a physical interaction. So there is not any formation of new compound. So there is not any chemical reaction occurring between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecules, and hence there is no need of activation energy in case of the physical adsorption. Then ninth characteristic of physical adsorption is that in case of physical adsorption, there is a relationship between the adsorbate and its critical temperature. This can be written only in case of the physical adsorption where we are absorbing gases over the surface of adsorbent. If we have adsorbate gas, then its adsorption can be more faster physically if its critical temperature is high. We know in case of, we can say in case of a gas, if the gas is acting as adsorbate, then there is a relationship between the critical temperature, which is represented by Tc, critical temperature. I think you must know about the critical temperature. You have studied this in the fifth states of matter chapter in +1 class. What is the relationship between the critical temperature and liquefaction of the gas? Higher the critical temperature of the gas, more easily it can be liquefied. So in this case, if the critical temperature of the gas is very high, it will easily change to the liquid state, and as soon as it changes to the liquid state, it will immediately get physically adsorbed over the surface of adsorbent. So there is a relationship between the extent of adsorption and the gas acting as adsorbate, its critical temperature. If the critical temperature of the gas to be adsorbed over the surface of adsorbent is very high, then it can be easily liquefied and it will be easily attached over the surface of adsorbent. So this is the ninth characteristic of the physical adsorption. And then the 10th characteristic of physical adsorption is that if we increase the pressure of adsorbate gas, if we increase the pressure of adsorbate gas, then there is increase in extent of physical adsorption. The physical adsorption goes on increasing as we goes on increasing the pressure. So there is an extent, there is a limit also to this extent when the pressure value reaches to a limit which is also called as saturation pressure. Saturation pressure, then if we further increase the pressure, then the extent of physical adsorption decreases, because we consider that when initially we increase the pressure, the adsorption occurs with more rate. But as we further go on increasing the pressure, then a value reaches which is called as the saturation pressure. At this value, the surface of adsorbent get fully saturated with respect to the adsorbate molecule. So as the surface gets fully saturated with respect to the adsorbate molecule, the further adsorption, we can say, stops. So we can further increase the pressure, but there will be no increase in the extent of physical adsorption. So we say there is initially with increase in pressure, there is increase in the extent of adsorption, but when the saturation pressure value reaches, the adsorption becomes constant. There is no change in the extent of adsorption. So with this, we have completed the first type of classification. We can say this is the physical adsorption, and now we are starting with the second one. So this is the chemical adsorption. So as you know, we are talking about the types of adsorption on the basis of the nature of the forces which are holding the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent. So in case of chemical adsorption, the nature of the force that holds the molecule of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent is different than that of the physical. So I am comparing this with that of the physical adsorption. So what is the nature of force? Here it is the chemical bond. While we have just studied in case of physical adsorption, I am also comparing this with the physical adsorption, because in case of physical adsorption, the adsorption was due to the weak van der Waals forces, but in case of the chemical adsorption, there is a formation of chemical bonds between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecules. So there is, what type of the force is there? We can say this is more stronger force, as there is the formation of chemical bonds between adsorbent and adsorbate molecules. So as we know, we can say there are more stronger forces. These are more stronger than van der Waals forces. As these are more stronger, so we can write in second form, second characteristic feature of the chemical adsorption, that the enthalpy of adsorption in this case will come out higher than physical adsorption. As I have told you that the amount of heat released depends upon the nature of the intermolecular forces which are holding the molecules of adsorbate over the surface of adsorbent. Here it is more stronger forces there. Here is the stronger force in case of the chemical adsorption. That's why more energy comes out during the adsorption. Then this is the third characteristic. It is non-specific in nature. Specific in nature. As we know, in case of physical adsorption, it is non-specific in nature. But here there is a chemical reaction that occurs between the adsorbate and adsorbent. So chemical reaction can occur between the particular type of the substances only, not in all. So that's why this is specific in nature. Only a particular adsorbate can be adsorbed chemically over the surface of adsorbent, which undergoes reaction with the adsorbent molecule. So there must be a chemical reaction between adsorbate and adsorbent. Only then adsorption can occur in a chemical way. So that's why chemical adsorption is always specific in nature. So this is the third characteristic feature of the chemical adsorption. Then this is the fourth characteristic feature, this is non-reversible. Non-reversible. We can say it is irreversible in nature. Irreversible in nature. Because when adsorbate reacts with the adsorbent, so there is the formation of a new compound over the surface. Due to the reaction between adsorbate and adsorbent, there is the formation of a compound over the surface of adsorbent. So the nature of chemical adsorption becomes irreversible, because the compound once formed, it will get deposited over the surface of adsorbent. So we can't reverse the chemical adsorption by increasing temperature. So this is irreversible in nature. So this is the fifth characteristic of chemical adsorption in comparison to the physical adsorption. So this is monolayer in nature. Monolayer means because the compound can be formed by the formation of chemical bond between adsorbate and adsorbent. So when one molecule or atom of adsorbate comes in front of adsorbent molecule, only then there is the formation of chemical bond. Chemical bond can be formed when the molecules of the adsorbate comes in front of the adsorbent. So we can say only one layer of the adsorbate molecule will be formed over the surface of adsorbent. So we call it as a monolayer. Then next is sixth characteristic. So what is the effect of temperature here? We know there is a chemical reaction. For the occurrence of every chemical reaction, there is a need of some activation energy. So we supply this energy by providing heat. So as we increase the temperature, that is, we are providing heat to the adsorbent molecule, they start reacting more vigorously with the adsorbent. So with this heat, as we go on increasing temperature, the extent of chemical adsorption starts increasing. Again, there is a limit for this increase. When the energy possessed by all the reactant molecule, we can say adsorbate molecule, becomes equal to energy of all adsorbate molecules become equal to activation and energy needed for the reaction with the adsorbent, then the extent of adsorption becomes, for some moment, we can say it becomes constant. If it further goes on increasing the temperature, the extent of chemical adsorption starts decreasing, because the temperature, or we can say temperature increased, or we can say heat supplied at this point, it starts decomposing the bond formed between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecule. So due to the breakage of the bond, we can say decomposition of the compound formed over the surface of adsorbent occurs. So extent of adsorption starts decreasing here. So what is the conclusion? First, there is increase in the extent of adsorption with increase in temperature, then it starts decreasing, because with increase in temperature, decomposition of the bond formed occurs. So then next is the seventh characteristic feature in comparison to the physical. There is need of activation energy. This we have already discussed in case of the sixth point, because there is the occurrence of chemical reaction between adsorbate and adsorbent. So there is the need of some energy. Only then the adsorbent molecule can react with the adsorbent. Hence, there is a need of some activation energy. Only then the chemical adsorption occurs. Then next is eighth point, nature of adsorbate. So when an adsorbate get adsorbed over the surface of adsorbent, its nature changes, because due to the chemical reaction between the adsorbate and adsorbent, there is new compound that is formed over the surface of adsorbent, Hence, if we compare the molecules of the adsorbent which are to be adsorbed with that of the molecule which have already adsorbed over the surface of adsorbent, so there is the change in nature. So this is the eighth characteristic, while in case of the physical adsorption, there is not any change in the nature of the adsorbent molecule after adsorption, but in this case there is change in the nature of the adsorbent molecule after adsorption. So the ninth characteristic is, in this case there is no relationship between the critical temperature of adsorbate gas and extent of adsorption. While in case of the physical adsorption, higher the critical temperature of the gas to be adsorbed, more is the extent of adsorption. But in case of chemical adsorption, there is no such a relationship between the extent of adsorption and the critical temperature of the gas to be adsorbed. Then, herein last, that is the 10th characteristic of chemical adsorption is that if we increase pressure here, the extent of adsorption increases. This is same as in case of physical adsorption we have already studied. So with this we have completed the chemical adsorption and physical adsorption, and you must be able to write the difference between these two. So we have studied the two types of the classification of adsorption. One is the physical and other is the chemical adsorption. So with this we will move toward the further more articles of the adsorption, and this is the end of today's lecture. So goodbye to all of you.